In 1979, Frank Ellis started this small manufacturing company at Burntwood in Staffordshire, LVS Rubber Mouldings. As a graduate chemist with more than 20 years of experience in the rubber industry, he was ideally cut out to start a business making millions of rubber mouldings a year. Business boomed. In the 1980s, the demand for Frank Ellis's mouldings of all shapes and sizes and applications apparently knew no end. Except that the demand did end. And by 1991, the recession had cut so deep that business was down by almost 50%.
Obviously, the recession hurt an awful lot of businesses. But because I had an excellent product and a good team, I felt that we could ride out this recession. Perhaps the problem was a marketing one. I was not sure.
Frank Ellis asked his general manager, Cliff Holt, to get to the root of the problem.
Talking to potential customers, it became obvious that they would only do business with us if we were certificated to British Standard 5750. I'm very pleased to say that we obtained this in 6 months, and this led us down a total quality management route. But how were we to do this? We enlisted the help of Staffordshire Training and Enterprise Council.
First of all, the Training and Enterprise Council encouraged the firm to do an audit of their 22 employees. Each one of them was asked to fill in a confidential questionnaire.
The results of the questionnaire actually shocked me. It would appear that we did not communicate well with our employees at all on where the business was or where it was going to. We've always considered that communication with our staff is of prime importance. So we needed to find out where we went wrong.
The result of the audit convinced LVS Rubber Mouldings to set out on a special journey. A journey towards becoming investors in people.
Well, first of all, we interviewed all our employees individually. For some, this was the very first time we'd talked to them since their initial induction into the company. Because of this, we now interview them more often. We have a one-to-one interview, and they learn a lot about how we run our company and what the aims are. And in turn, we learn a lot about them and how they feel they should be involved in the company.
What other means of communication do you have?
We're very proud of the fact that, being a small company, we run a monthly newsletter.
And what about training for staff?
We've restructured our training programs, and this means that every member of staff have an individual training plan and an assessment record. This means that they have the opportunity to improve themselves, and we in turn have the opportunity to monitor that improvement.
In August 1993, LVS Rubber Mouldings achieved Investors in People status. But how has it benefited the company?
There is no question that motivation and commitment has improved substantially. Absenteeism is down, turnover of staff is almost nil. Our road to total quality management did start with BS 5750 because it was demanded by the customer. But we can now show the customer that Investors in People, which is the measure of quality of people, is of equal importance.
I'm sure Investors in People has helped our bottom line. We've increased our customer base threefold, we have improved our profitability and our turnover. This has kept us ahead of the field.
But what do the staff think?
Well, I feel the company, since getting Investors in People, communication's got a lot better, and also people are willing to put more suggestions into their work, and there's also the emphasis on training and reaching qualifications.
Well, it's made it a happier place to be. There's more cooperation between management and the shop floor. We kept more in touch with how the order book is running, and it's just generally a happier place to be.